したようにストライクゾーンの中でストレートを勝負、ストレートを投げ込むっていう自信っていう面では、今シーズン朗希は提供することなのかなとは思いますし、ちょっと今日の登板に関してはスプリットがちょっとボール気味っていう面でなかなかあまりプレート上にスプリットがいかなかったっていう面では少しそこを調整すればもうちょっといい内容につながっていたのかなと思う。
Second row, your left, Jack.
How entertaining is it to just watch Roki? Like, he comes out, he's hitting 100 on those first 4 pitches, he's grunting, he gets himself in danger and has to get out of it. Like, what kind of show was it, kind of watching him out there tonight?
今日100マイル連発したり、ピンチに切り抜けたり、いろんなドラマチックな展開だったんですけども、どう評価していますか？
I think that's what we talked about a little before the game, where you have a young player who doesn't have a lot of experience and with a lot of talent, that there's going to be variance. And so the highs are going to be highs, and when he's not commanding it, it gets a little bit tricky. But at the end of the day, his talent, his compete showed through. And I do want to say that he wanted to stay in the game. And that was a decision I made. I felt for the best interest of him, but he wanted to keep going.
若いピッチャーはこういうムラがある内容っていうのはよく見ることで、もちろんその素質もありますし、もちろん長いイニングを投げたいっていう意思はありましたけども、今回はこういう内容を見て3回で登板するという決断にしました。
And then with Shohei, like, when we talk about, kind of the mystique around him, like, a lot of guys put up big numbers, but how much does just that ability to deliver on command, do you think, kind of contribute to his popularity and kind of the way, the stature he has in the game right now?
大谷選手の知名度っていうのは、こういう場面、大事な場面でしっかり結果を残すという評価をされていると思いますけども、今日の試合を見てどう思いましたか？
I know Shohei puts his pants on just like we all do, one leg at a time. But if there's ever a superhero, I think Shohei just seems like a superhero. And in the biggest of games or the biggest of moments, he seems to always deliver.
大谷選手はみんなと同じように毎朝パンツを履いて球場入りしますけども、この現時代でのスーパーヒーローっていうのは、一番近い存在は大谷選手なのかなとは思います。
Dave, thank you for everything this week. Really appreciate it. Will, thank you as well.
Last thing I want to say is to the city of Tokyo and the country of Japan, on behalf of the Dodgers and Major League Baseball, we just want to say thank you because you guys were all such great hosts, and hopefully we put on a good show. So thank you.
ドジャースの一員としてメジャーリーグベースボールの一員として、東京、日本にお伝えしたいのはすごい感謝の気持ちがもういっぱいですと。素晴らしい体験をできて、本当に感謝をしたいと思います。
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Roki. Congratulations, Roki. Thanks for coming in. Yuji, thank you as well. We'll start in Japanese. Who is the first question for Roki and Yuji?
では日本語の質問からお願いします。
We'll start in the second row on your left.
お疲れ様でした。そしてメジャーデビューおめでとうございます。まずはメジャー初めてのマウンドに立った感触、感想を教えてください。
Congratulations on making your major league debut. Please tell us about your feelings having made your debut.
そうですね。まずは日本で、の開幕で、日本のファンの、皆さんが作ってくれた、独特なというか素晴らしい雰囲気の中で投げることができてよかったなと思ってます。
being able to pitch in this special, excellent environment that the Japanese fans created for me was really great.
Other questions? We'll go to your right, Roki.
お疲れ様です。今日のご自身のピッチング、ご自身でどう評価されてるかっていうのと、あとまっすぐだいぶメジャーリーガー相手にも押してたと思うんですけど、そのまっすぐの評価っていうのもお聞かせください。
How would you evaluate your own performance today, in particular the fact that you were able to attack major league hitters with your fastball?
そうですね、スプリングキャンプからスプリングトレーニングから、いろいろこう練習してきた中で、一番まっすぐ自体は良かったですし、コントロールで、乱れてしまう部分もあったんですけど、それ以上に自分の中で良かった時のなんですかね、こういい感覚があって、良かったなと思いますし、そこを、同じクオリティのボールフォームを、再現して、その同じような球を投げれたらなと思ってます。
I felt good about the things that I've been working on through spring training. Even though my command went awry a few times during the game, I felt good about my mechanics and my delivery, and I just want to make sure that I can repeat it better going forward.
投球全体の評価。
マイクを通して。
Can you just quickly touch on an overall evaluation of your performance?
良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
Stay on your right.
お疲れ様です。3回にちょっと制球で相当苦しんだ中で最後しっかり抑えられたところのこう心境と、あともう1個球速が球場表示でマックス163出ましたけども、そこのついての感想をお願いします。
Even though you struggled with your command in the third inning, you were able to ultimately get out of it. How do you feel about that? And then the fact that you're able to hit 101 miles an hour today, how do you feel about that?
球速に関しては、自分の中でアップの時からいいフォームで投げれて、投げる前から手応えを感じてましたし、実際にいいフォームで、いい感覚で投げれたので、そこに関して良かったなと思います。コントロールについてはその前のイニングから、少しこうなんていうんですかね、微妙なズレだったり、そういったものもあったので、それはそれで、次に向けてこう修正していかなきゃいけないなと思いますけど、それ以上に、初回しっかり投げれたことを、感覚が、しばらくなかったので、そこがしっかり戻ってきたこと、そっちが良かったのかなと思います。
On my velocity, I felt good warming up. I felt good about my mechanics, and so that was a good thing. On my command, there were a few things that felt off from the previous inning, but I thought the first inning went really well. It's a feeling I hadn't had in a little while, so I just want to make sure that I can feel that again going forward.
Fourth row on your left, Roki.
まっすぐと、同様に武器であるフォークボールが少し今日決まりきらなかった部分もあったのかなと思ったんですけども、そのフォークボールの評価っていうのはご自身でどうされてるでしょうか。
Splitter is obviously your second main weapon alongside your fastball. There are a few instances where you couldn't put hitters away with it today. Can you touch on just your evaluation of how your splitter was today?
今日に関しては、なかなかコントロールできなかったりだとか、ベース板の上を通らなかったので、そこに関してはここまでの2回の登板ではなかったものなので、また今日こうして、課題が出てよかったですし、そこを、気候だったり環境だったり、いろいろ違うところがあるので、その場に応じた対策が、していかなきゃいけないかなと思います。
I struggled with the command of my splitter today, especially not being able to throw it over the plate. That wasn't something that I had an issue with in my previous spring training outings. So in some ways it was a good thing to have that issue come up today, and there's obviously a lot that's different in the environment, the temperature, that kind of thing, and so I want to make sure that I have solutions based on the environment that I'm in and self-correct from it.
Go to the third row on your right, Roki.
お疲れ様です。サンケイスポーツの横山です。夢見てきて舞台っていうふうにずっとおっしゃってましたけれども、実際マウンドに上がって今までにない、緊張感であったり高揚感であったりマウンドでどういうことを感じられたのかっていうのを教えてください。
You've talked about this being a dream for you. Did you have any sort of nervousness or excitement that you hadn't felt before? How did you feel feel on the mound today?
今日に関してはいつもより、いい緊張感の中で、投げれたと思いますし、アメリカで投げるのとまた違って、日本のファンの中で、投げることができて、日本のファンの前で投げることができてよかったと思いますし、素晴らしい雰囲気、本当に日本独特の雰囲気だったり、そういったものの中で投げることができてよかったなと思います。
I think it was a really good thing that I was able to pitch with like a good nervousness. I think it was a really excellent environment created by the Japanese fans, an environment that's unique to Japan, that I think that is different from what it will be like in the United States. And so I think it was a really good thing to be able to pitch in front of the fans here in Japan.
All right, in the interest of time, we'll take some English questions. Who's up first for Roki? Start with Jack on your left, Roki.
What was the biggest difference of experiencing an MLB game for the first time?
日本で投げたので、なかなか難しいというか、なんていうんですかね、国際大会投げているような感覚に近い、状態ではあったんですけど、本当に素晴らしい雰囲気の中で投げましたし、メジャーの、いいバッターに対して、自分のパフォーマンスができてよかったなと思います。
It was in Japan, so it's kind of difficult to say. It felt almost like pitching in an international tournament. But the fact that I was able to pitch in this really excellent atmosphere against really good major league hitters, I think was a really good experience.
I believe we have Tommy here, so one more in English. If there is one. Okay, we'll finish with Fabian, and then Tommy will come in.
Especially in these first few starts for you in the big leagues, what are you looking to sort of see and sort of learn from yourself and from facing that sort of competition, sort of feel like that you are progressing and sort of developing the way that you kind of want?
自分の、持っているものというか、ストレートだったりフォークボールが、どういうふうに通用していくのか、あとその中で投げていった中で課題が出てくると思うので、それを、シーズン終盤の大事な時に、そういったものをなくせるように、そういったものを、早めに課題が出てきてくれたなと思います。
I want to see how the pitches that I have, my fastball, my splitter will play against big league hitters, and there will be issues that come up from that. And so I want to be in a position where I can address those issues as early as possible, so that come the end of the season, really big games, those issues I will solve.
All right, Roki, congratulations. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. I believe Tommy is here. All right, Tommy, congratulations. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll begin with questions in Japanese for Tommy. Who has the first question?
では最初に日本語の質問を受け付けます。日本語で質問がある方はどうぞ。
Who has the first question for Tommy in Japanese? We can go right to English if there's no one in Japanese.
よろしいですか？
One last time, Japanese? No?
よろし
Okay.
ければ英語の質問に移らせていただきます。
Okay, standing, we'll go to Jim in the middle.
Tommy, your last games here at Tokyo Dome were playing for Korea. And how did this compare to the WBC?
東京ドームで前回の試合は WBC で韓国代表での試合になりましたけど、それと比べてどうでしたか？
Yeah, it was fun to be back here. I had a great experience playing for Korea. It was a great environment, and that Korea versus Japan game, it was great energy there. So I was excited to come back, and I got to play 4 more games here. It was a really great opportunity, and both the games against the Japanese teams and then against the Cubs as well. Just great environment. And, I've enjoyed this second trip out here.
東京ドームに来てまた試合ができて、すごい楽しかったです。その時に前回の WBC でも日韓戦っていうのはすごい楽しくて、今回 こうやって4試合、巨人戦、阪神戦とこの2試合こう通じてすごい楽しかったです。
Other questions for Tommy? We'll go to Jack on your left.
What was it like watching Roki over those first 3 innings tonight, playing behind him?
Yeah, it was fun. You know, he's got really electric stuff. Obviously throws 100, and that splitter moves all over the place. Definitely seemed like there were a little bit of nerves, kind of just not able to find the zone from time to time. But, you know, what was really impressive was the fact that he was able to bear down in that 3rd inning and get a couple of huge strikeouts to end the threat. And he just made the pitches when he needed to. So, you know, we know he's going to have a really successful year, and there's, you know, not many guys in the league that have stuff as good as he does.
We'll go to Fabian on the left.
Hey, Tommy. Michael sort of talked about like how his first year now with Dodgers, like he's been trained to the first step every single time Shohei comes up to bat, just because he has a penchant for like doing whatever is needed at a certain moment. Like, what has it been like for watching that this week, especially hitting the home run against the Giants and hitting the home run tonight?
Yeah, it's almost kind of become the expectation that whenever he comes up in a big situation that he's going to come through, and you know, it's kind of just ridiculous. It seems like he's just playing a video game, you know, and we're all just out there grinding, trying to do whatever we can to win the game, and you know, he's just playing a different game altogether. But it is pretty crazy to just see the stuff he does on a daily basis.
Other questions for Tommy? We'll go to Doug.
Tommy hit the first home run of the 2025 season. Saw last season had a couple multi-home run games, the home runs in the NLCS and the World Series. Does it feel like there's more of a power bonus to your game? Just kind of what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think it's just my swing kind of, you know, being better and being able to, you know, have a better path to the ball and be able to elevate it a little bit rather than, you know, hitting ground balls. It's tough to hit a home run when you hit the ball on the ground. Not that I'm trying to hit fly balls or anything like that, but that kind of just results when I take a good swing.
One last one for Tommy, Japanese or English. We'll finish up on the left.
去年ドジャースに入られてから大活躍をされていて、エドマン選手のファン、日本にもとてもたくさんいると思うんですけれども、今日日本のそのムード、ファンのムードをどういうふうに感じられたのか、また日本のファンに何かメッセージがあれば教えてください。
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to just see the passion of the Japanese fans. You know, we kind of hear about it. We hear about how the Dodgers has this great presence in Japan, but it's different altogether to experience it firsthand. And you know, the fans, you know, were really great these last 4 games here. Even got to meet some fans out on the street, just like when we were walking around on the off days, and you can just see the passion that they have for the game of baseball. So we really appreciate that, and we hope that you know, more and more Japanese fans start to root for the Dodgers.
日本のファンの熱意っていうのは、すごい熱意があるっていうのは毎回聞いてましたけど、身近で経験できてすごい良かったです。特に、今日街中でも何人かファンに会いましたし、すごい野球に関して、情熱的で、詳しいので、すごい、 野球にとって素晴らしくて、日本のファンに会えている。
All right, Tommy, congratulations. Yuji, thank you for everything. Appreciate it this week.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And that concludes the post-game. MLB was deeply honored to experience Japanese baseball. We thank everyone for your coverage, and it's a great way to start the baseball season, and thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
チームにとってはちょっとタフな結果になったと思うんですけれども、この25年ぶりのカブスにとっての日本での試合というのは、監督、チームにとってはいかがでしたか。
25 years play here in Tokyo Dome. How did you feel? I mean, what was your thought of all?
Yeah, I mean, look, we had a great experience. The games didn't go the way we wanted to, but I think we had an experience of a lifetime.
いい経験をできたと思います。試合の結果は私たちが望んだものではなかったんだと思うんですけれども、本当に人生で一度しか経験できないようなことを経験できたと思います。
Other questions? Japanese. We'll go to the second row on the left.
お疲れ様でした。日本のファンの皆さんの盛り上がりについてはいかがでしたでしょうか。
Tell us about the impression of Japanese fan. A lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. I thought today there was great energy in the crowd, and they maybe yesterday it felt a little quiet at times. Today it got a little more energetic as the day went on. If maybe we had a couple more games here, we'd get pretty crazy. So it was definitely from an energy perspective, I thought tonight was really good.
雰囲気は素晴らしかったと思います。今日は結構お客さんの声援もあって盛り上がりも感じられて、昨日の試合はちょっと静かだなと思うこともあったんですけれども、今日は全体的に球場のエネルギーがすごいいいものがあったと思いますし、もし3試合目4試合目ってやったらもっと熱狂的になるのかなと思いました。
One more in Japanese. We'll go to your right, Craig.
スポーツ報知の安藤と申します。今日のドジャースの先発の佐々木投手についてどのような感想を持ったか教えてください。
What was your impression?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job. I mean, he got himself in trouble with some walks. We were missing kind of a big hit all night. And we did put pressure on him that we needed to, and but he made pitches, especially in the third inning when we had bases loaded and one out. There was a real opportunity there just to get him out of the game. The next hit might get him out of the game, and he made pitches there, so give him credit. But we made him throw strikes, and he struggled a little bit with that. The stuff is really good, but I thought we did a good job in kind of executing our game plan there.
全体的にチームとしていいアプローチはできていると思います。やっぱり今日はあと1本が出ないというのは試合を通してのことだと思うんですけれども、彼を早い段階から試合から下ろすっていう面であと1本3回欲しかったんですけれども、特に彼も3回彼はそこでいいピッチングをしたんで、それは彼に敬意をして見せなきゃいけないと思います。
All right, we'll take questions in English. We'll start with Sadev on your left, Craig.
Craig, just curious your thoughts on Matt Shaw's game today. A couple strong defensive plays, came up in a couple big moments and was unable to come up with a big hit. Just your thoughts on both of those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he swung the bat well this series. I thought it was an important day defensively to kind of come back and make some plays. So, look, it's 2 games. It is what it is. I think the defense is an important thing for him to kind of show us and improve on. And today was a good step in that direction. We faced some difficult arms today, so it's and that we're going to face some difficult arms in Arizona as well. So that's the major leagues, and that's your introduction to the major leagues to some really good arms.
今日のマット・ショー選手に関してなんですけれども、いい守備的なプレーがいくつかあったと思います。打つ方ではこの2試合ちょっとバッティングも苦しんでいるのかなとはあったと思うんですけれども、ディフェンスというものはすごい大事な局面でして、その面で彼はいいプレーを見せてくれたと思います。まだ2試合というところで、しかもこの2試合かなりすごいいいピッチャーと対戦したら難しいところもありましたが、またアリゾナと対戦する時もいいピッチャーと対戦するわけですし、これがメジャーリーグという経験だと思ってます。
Good, Megan, to your right, Craig.
What do you take away from Justin's outing tonight?
Well, the long ball hurt him. I mean, he made a couple mistakes that the Edman pitch is kind of top of the zone, middle. Tommy Edman's a really good hitter against left-handed pitching. And then the Kike, the pitch was like a pitch. He just looked like he was maybe trying to go away, and he kind of pulled it all the way to the other side of the plate. So, you give up a couple long balls, it's not going to be your best outing. But it was, other than that, it's kind of normal Justin Steele.
スティール投手に関してなんですけれども、いくつかの失投が本塁打になってしまったというところがポイントだとは思います。本当エドマン選手に対しては真ん中高めに行ってしまって、特にエドマン選手を左ピッチャーに当てていいバッティングするのにそこで打たれてしまいました。でヘルナンデス投手に関しては外を狙った球が中に行ってしまったように見ました。なのでそれやっぱり本塁打ということが大きなポイントになってしまったんですが、それ以外はいつものスティール投手だったと思います。
Anything else in English for Craig? Oh, we'll take those last two on the left.
Craig, you mentioned tough arms against the bullpen, especially in the late innings, not much. How'd you evaluate those at bats?
Yeah, I think we did a decent job against. I think we did a better job tonight. I think offensively we had pressure, especially innings like really innings 2 through 5. I thought we put quality pressure at 9, so we put pretty good pressure on them. We hit 6 singles, they hit 6 extra base hits, and that's kind of the difference tonight. Our base hits, they did damage with their hits. We had traffic, but we're missing that damage hit to kind of put some runs on the board.
チームの打撃に関してなんですけれども、今日、2回から5回まであと9回なんで、塁を走者を出すことはできたんですけれども、そこであと一押しということができませんでした。うちのチームは6本単打が出て、ドジャースは6本長打が出たっていうところで、私たちはあと1本もう一押しっていうところでそれができなかったっていうふうに感じています。
I'll finish with Jordan on your left.
Craig, you have a lot of veterans with playoff experience, but how much do you think this experience for the guys who haven't been to the playoffs can kind of be a good learning moment for them? Just everything's bigger, from media to just the event in itself.
These are great experiences, period, and they're fun experiences. They're different. They do resemble the playoffs. You're not going to get, the kind of pre-game especially resembled the playoffs, I thought, and so that's a good experience for our young players, and hopefully we get that experience again in October.
この舞台は若手選手が経験できたことに関してなんですけど、若手選手って全ての経験がいい経験だと思うんですけれども、この2試合本当ちょっとプレーオフみたいな雰囲気もあったので、特に試合前そういう雰囲気があったので、それを経験できたということは選手にとっても良かったと思いますし、また大舞台をシーズン後半にまた経験したいなと思います。
Craig, thanks so much. Have a great season. Shingo, thank you for everything. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip home. All right, we'll take a couple questions for Justin. Anything in Japanese?
では日本語の質問から受け付けます。いかがでしょうか。
First question for Justin. We can go right to English if there's nothing in Japanese. Anything for Justin? We'll go to Megan to your right.
Just how would you evaluate your outing tonight?
Body felt good, felt good overall. Made a few mistakes, got punished for it. Pitch to Kiki was supposed to be a fastball outside, pulled it across the plate. Did a good job of putting the barrel on it. And then Tommy Edman, fastball at the top of the zone. Had a few chances leading up to that 3-2 pitch to get the result that I wanted. And once he got 3-2, he probably had a pretty good idea of what was coming, and he put a good swing on it as well. Just home runs kind of hurt me tonight, but overall felt pretty good. Felt really cool to pitch here in Tokyo. It's something I'll never forget.
Other questions for Justin? English, Japanese? We'll go to Maddie on your left, Justin.
Just between this and you've pitched in London, just what does it mean to be able to pitch on kind of a world stage year after year?
It's awesome. It's something a lot of people can't really say they've done. I don't know how many countries I've pitched in now, but it's got to be getting up there. It's something I don't take lightly. It's something that means a lot to me. It's I don't take any of these moments for granted. I've played baseball my whole life, and to be able to play it on a stage like this, it truly means the world to me. And to get my 500th career strikeout here in Tokyo, just something I'll never forget. Just be something I'll tell my kids and grandkids about.
One last one for Justin. Anything else? All right, Justin, thanks so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Appreciate it.